Hey everybody! So I've been pretty excited to get to playing the LOTD Plus setup that I've got for Skyrim Special Edition. And so far I've just done some fooling around with a couple of random characters to playtest and mess around with a few things because there's just a ton of mods in this setup and most of them I've never played with before, so I really don't know what I'm doing with a lot of this stuff. But I finally just thought I'd go ahead and set up a character to play because I can't play test some of the mods and things without actually playing the game. So I decided I would go ahead and remake an orc that I had just barely started out in my old Skyrim game. Her name is Kazarg, and she has a backstory, but not much beyond that. So first thing was character creation, and most people don't show this part. And maybe that's because it's boring for people to watch. But I'm actually going to show it here and just speed up the film just in case anybody actually cares about watching this. And I'll just talk through it. Now, like I already mentioned, I'd made Kazarg before. And I had actually taken screenshots of her race menu setup so that I could recreate her in my new game. Because I knew I was going to be switching out to SSE. The main problem that I'm finding here trying to recreate her is that I don't have the same body and face mods that I did before. So I can't get her to look exactly like she was. But I was able to get reasonably close. She has some scars. She has a broken tusk. And she has no hair. And you will eventually find out why. Now, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to roleplay this character because I want to explore different parts of the new game. There's a lot of new stuff to check out. And so that means I'll probably have to get Kazarg. If I want to actually play test a lot of different things, then I'm going to have to get her to make choices that she probably wouldn't make based on her personality and experience. Normally, I take a character sort of down one path. I have them master one set of skills, but that may really limit me in terms of what I can do to explore all these different mods. So I'm not sure yet quite where I'm going to go with Kazarg, but we'll jump in and we'll give it a try. I also expect that I might go out of character sometimes, or maybe even a lot. Again, because I'm just sort of getting used to the new game. I call it new, right? Because all these mods essentially have changed the game so drastically that it does feel new in a lot of ways. And things may go squirrely with a mod or something, and it's harder to remain in character when something weird's going on. But we'll give it a try and see how it goes. So this first episode, let me just say that I started off with really great intentions, but it didn't take long for me to be completely dissatisfied with how this whole thing started out. So I'm actually calling this video a pre-roleplay episode because, in my opinion, this turned out to be a complete fail. And if you keep watching, you'll see why. One reason is just because until I get used to all these new mods, the game's going to be a lot harder than I expected, and I really wasn't prepared for some of that. And I ended up kind of being forced down a path with Kazarg that is not what I had intended, at least for her start. So Kazarg is a young female orc. She grew up in a stronghold, and she had never been outside her home until she got gifted to the chief at Dushnik Yal. She was given as a bride prize to supposedly help strengthen the ties between the two strongholds, but really nobody knew what to do with her once her mother had died, and so the other stronghold just kind of wanted to get rid of her. She didn't fit in. Nobody really wanted her around. So in the new stronghold, she was seen as an outsider. The chief married her the day that she arrived, mostly out of obligation, but he didn't really want her either. He already had, I think, 4 wives. And she endured cruelty and abuse from him and from most of the other orcs, which is how that she ended up being scarred and bald. And she was finally sent to tend the garden, which is considered a child's task, simply because they wanted to keep her out of sight as much as possible. And the garden was up on the hill, so nobody would have to look at her. So Kazarg finally decides that she has 2 choices. She can either stay and die, whether by her own hand or by another's, or she can leave. She takes the latter choice, and she spends several days preparing a stash of things to take. She ends up stealing a set of orcish armor and whatever else she can find of use or value, which I know is a bit against sort of the orc code, I guess. But Khazarg doesn't feel any loyalty at all towards these orcs. She doesn't care about any of them. They've done nothing except abuse her, and she's basically looking at this as survival at the moment. So early one morning, she gathers up her supplies and she takes off for the great unknown. Well, okay, that's the backstory I had previously written for Khazarg, and I had actually recorded a couple of videos in the old version of Skyrim, which I'm not going to use now because that would really mess with continuity.
Poisons are to be feared if you wish to trade.
In this particular start of Khazarg right now, she's not actually doing too badly.
We have lived in Skyrim since before the Nords came. Our way is simple. All work to make the tribe strong. Only the bravest are allowed to lead and to marry. A great chief is able to attract many wives and raise bold children. Wise women like myself are mothers of chieftains. We guide the tribe and advise our kin on what is most pleasing to Malakath.
She started off with the full set of orcish plate armor, and the other orcs are treating her pretty well. And she even gets an offer to mine up some ore for pay.
Are you looking to work? The mines are nearby. You bring me ore, I'll give you coin.
So, despite her desperate desire to leave, she heads first for the mine. She steals a pickaxe on the way in. She's got to mine for ore with something better than her bare hands, I figure, right? So, luckily, this axe here that she took is considered an incidental item, and it doesn't even show up as stolen in her inventory. And that is thanks to one of the new mods. So she pokes around in the mine for a while, looking for stuff to take, and hoping she can just steal some ore to sell. She doesn't really want to hang out in the mine all day doing all this hard work. So she almost gets caught stealing by these wandering miners. Luckily, she does see them in time.
Every orc learns the heavy labor of mining. All spend years in the caves. Sorry, Outlander, but this old orc cannot help you. Orgu is the chief here.
The mines are hard, but Malakath rewards those who rise to the challenge.
I don't know how Gorbish has so much spirit. He should act his age.
And while she's waiting around for them to go away, she discovers that she's got this cool lantern attached to her belt, and she can just hit a hotkey on her keyboard to toggle it on and off. Anyway, with nobody watching, she then pilfers some more stuff. And, she finds this really cool necklace in her pack, which hopefully will help keep a little bit of food in her belly, at least. Now, Geralt, the smith, the orc smith there in the stronghold, says that she would buy all the ore Khazar could find. So she mines up some more. And then as she's looking around, checking out some things on this table that she wants, she accidentally grabs something right in front of the miners. That actually was an accident.
Can't take that.
And these half-naked, weakling-looking, at least weak-looking orcs proceed to totally kick her butt. Never mind that she's wearing full, heavy armor.
Die.
I'll find you.
Which is just incredibly irritating, actually. So I couldn't let those naked orcs win, so of course we have to head back in and try again.
Fight well, and I'll make sure your corpse is
But
not dishonored.
damn it, you can see this little orc really sucks. She gets beat up again.
Good enough.
And again.
Puny weak. Good enough.
Good enough.
We haven't forgotten your crimes.
Although she does almost make it this time. But it's clear that she really doesn't stand a chance against these, like I say, half-naked other people. So she decides she's just going to run away.
Well, must have run off.
Filthy pickpocket. Your crimes offend the code of Mal.
So Kazarg leaves the mine and she leaves the stronghold. And the orcs are hot on her heels for a little while.
You can't hide from me. Over here.
Never should have come here.
She goes into the beautiful countryside and takes some time to pick some berries, harvest a few bird eggs, and hopes that the Forsworn that we can hear shouting over there don't actually see her and chase her down, because apparently she sucks too bad to actually stand her ground against anybody. So while wandering around, she comes across this weird mage down in a barrow, a mage who ends up being entirely too chatty. This is one of the NPCs added by interesting NPCs, which I tried once before. I think I'm in the minority in this view, but it's not really a mod that I like that much. I find most of the NPCs talk way too much, and it's too hard to get to the bottom of their dialogue and figure out if they have a quest or not.
Yours is quite pretty. You should cherish it. A mortal has but one, although she wears many. Brave or bare, pale or plain, little is said, but in time all is written, in forests of grey or in barren canyons of earth. And when the night draws its curtains on twin suns, all that is left is nothing. All that was is hollow. Tell me, my lady, of what do I speak?
Anyway, By the time that woman stopped nattering, a storm has blown over, and now Xarg is getting soaked. So she takes a few things from the barrow. The mage doesn't seem to care, and she heads out into the wilderness again. Now she really needs to try to get to a city so she can hopefully find some work. We're hoping she can pass herself off as a mercenary. At least with that armor, she looks the part. The question is whether she can actually fight anything or not. Alright, and we come across a house, thinking, well, maybe we can shelter there and wait out the storm, because being wet and cold are very dangerous things in this new deadly version of Skyrim. First, so she gathers some components. Just can't help myself from doing that. These things might prove to be useful. Alright, this house out here in the middle of nowhere is Seviana's house. I have no idea who that is. That is not someone from Vanilla. So some mod has added this house here. The storm, though, that we're running into here is pretty impressive, though I am getting very, very wet standing out here in the rain and cannot get into Seviana's house. So much for that. It's locked up tight and it needs a key. I can't even knock on the door to see if anybody's inside, which there's actually a mod that lets us knock on doors, at least for most houses. And there's nobody outside the house either, so there's nothing to do here. We just have to press on and hope that we don't get struck by lightning, although that was a very close call. Alright, well then there's this Nordic ruin up here, and I don't trust that either. Let's maybe cautiously go up and see if we can take some shelter under the roof up there. And, oh, hey! So this is new. Here's an excavation site, so we have an archaeology mod. This is the first one of these that I've seen. I get some fragments, and I get an increase in my archaeology skill. So yay! I have no idea what I'm going to do with these things yet, but still, I get excited. Something new. I got a point in something, so hey, I'll take it. Alright, now it appears that here, where I'm standing here, this doesn't count as a shelter. I'm still getting wet. This is going to be a problem, so I think I'm just going to have to keep going. Trolls look like they're fighting each other. And alright, so one's dead. The one that's left, I'm hoping he's really wounded, so maybe we could actually finish him off before he regenerates. So, do you think we have any shot against a troll? Nope, not a chance. But I can't outrun him. It's a good thing he's slow. And hey, there is loot to be had. So we're going to do a drive-by looting. We're going to try to do a drive-by looting. So here we go. Grab and run until I get encumbered, of course. So let's see what we can drop. That wasn't enough. Alright, look, I've got meat. There's like meat, tons of meat on everything, and it's stupidly heavy, so let's just ditch that. Okay, alright, now run, 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 run. This troll is going to, like, probably just one-shot me, so I gotta run. Alright, I think he's gone. But at least there's a stream here. We can go ahead and get a drink. Oh, well that's nice. That's a new animation for filling the water scans. It's the same needs mod I had before, actually, but that's a new animation, I think. Alright, so I want to get to Markarth. Now, let's... get on over to the road, and then we're going to go left, I believe, right? Alright, there's some Imperials. What are they saying? Are they attacking? No. Okay, good. Done with that, so let's move on. And, ooh, look at this. This is a nice touch here. See the lantern swinging in the wind there? Huh, that's nice. Wow, this is pretty cool. Look at the lightning up in those clouds. That's way cool. So I have to say, these graphics are pretty amazing, actually. Okay, alright, unfortunately, we're just getting wetter and colder, so we need to move on, but we need to get to Markarth, so... And, God, I'm getting so cold now that we're starting to move slow. Gotta find some shelter. I need to stop and get warm. Or else I'm gonna die. I'm hoping I can actually make it to the city. Alright, great. Now I am actually freezing to death, so I'm gonna have to stop because I just don't think there's any way I'm gonna make it to Markarth. Is that a wolf? Oh. Jeez, I hope I can kill it. Alright, yay! Oh my god, I actually killed something. And drop some more of this heavy meat. Alright, I've pushed this probably too far. I can't go any further. I'm gonna have to stop and make a fire. We gotta get warm here. So I gotta get some branches. Let's hope I've got time to build this fire. Alright, that should be enough, so here we go. Let's get to it. And, alright. Damn it. Alright, clearly I did not have enough time. I apparently have been rescued from the cold. Oh, wait a minute. Where are we? We're at the Vilmir Inn. Like, all the way down there. Okay, that's just silly. That's just silly. How could I get rescued all the way down there? Okay, fine, whatever. We're just gonna reload because I'm not gonna start all the way down there. Okay, so what are we gonna do to buy some time? I need enough time to get this fire built. So let's drink something. Can we make something? Jeez, I just don't think there's anything I can do right now. Alright, and then... damn it! Get interrupted by this stupid mud crab. Well, at least I could kill it. That's a good thing. Okay, so let's see. We need something warm. Alright, this looks like the best that I can do. So let's see if we can get this fire built. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, for Pete's sake. Nope. I do think it goes way too fast. I've got this, you know, sliver there before it gets to the end of the bar, and that just seems to disappear way too quickly. So I waited too long to try to get this fire going, so I think I'm probably stuck in a loop here. So I don't think I'm going to be able to make that fire unless I go back to previous save. Alright, clearly this is just not going well, actually. To be honest, I know better than this. I've played with the survival mods before, and I never would have had my orc leave the stronghold without being prepared. If it hadn't have been for getting caught stealing and having to run away from everybody, none of this would have happened. So now I'm just annoyed because this should not be happening. This is not at all how I want this story to start. It's not at all how it would have started. So I'm annoyed. So look, we're just going to get a room and we'll try to head to Solitude in the morning. Alright, I'm going to bed here. I actually do miss my go to bed mod. It feels really weird to just click on the bed and just get this going to sleep message and not actually watch my character get into the bed. Kind of miss that. Okay, it's a new day. Let's hope the rain stopped. Let's hope we can actually travel to town without freezing to death now. Alright, time to go. Oh, who's this lady?
You, tell me, do you think I'm attractive?
No, 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 no. It's another nattering NPC. No, I just don't want to spend 10 minutes like talking to her, so let's get out of here.
Except that can't possibly be right, because I'm a ravishing beauty, and we both know it. Only if you did know it, you would have answered yes right away, which must mean you're jealous and don't want to admit you wish you were me. which reminds me of a certain high elf I hate so much. About time.
Alright, it's still raining. Great. Just pick a bunch of flowers and... Oh, look, here's the museum crates. Oh, so this is something new. I wonder if these work even if I haven't been to the museum yet. I don't know about that. I think probably they should. So let's put some stuff in here and see what happens. Oh look, hey, there's a red guard here. That's new, I think. That must be the diverse NPCs.
Everything's in
Mod adding him. That's pretty neat. And whoa, that lightning gets awfully close at times. I'm pretty sure it damages you pretty good if it hits you. Alright, well here's a nice view. The bridge actually looks pretty cool. And I guess I don't mind all these colorful trees. I wasn't really sure what I was going to think about those, but yeah, I guess they look alright. We gotta get to Solitude. I don't want to freeze to death again. That's really irritating. So let's move on. But of course, I can't help picking the flowers on the way. It's just pitiful. Okay, look, I know who you are. You're a skooma dealer, and I'm not going to talk to you. I can't risk making you mad, because I think you would probably kill me. Ooh, look at these new trees here. These are pretty. I'm getting a little bit of a stutter in places. I can't exactly tell. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Oh, good. There's a fire. Oh, thank goodness. At least I can warm up here. Does this cooking pot work? Yep. And all these look different. These are different recipes. I guess that's the cooking and alchemy overhaul. And wow, there's all kinds of soap. But still, no way to make a wash item without soap. That annoys me. So actually I'm gonna have to fix that, you know. You can actually clean your body without soap if you have to. Alright, well let's see what we can make. So, yeah. Alright, we picked some more flowers and let's get ourselves into the city. Alright, I can't actually hear anybody over the thunder. I guess that's realistic, but a little frustrating too. I wonder if it's raining inside too. It's been a long time since I've played without open cities. Great. I always hate going into solitude the first time. It's one of my least favorite parts of this whole game. I don't like watching someone get their head cut off. And I do miss all my variety of outfits. I'm gonna have to work on fixing that too.
Your uncle is a scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now, I thought.
They're all hard.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torring. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Tori. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Very well, Rogver. Bow your head.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Ugh. Gross. It's just so awful, cutting people's heads off. Well.
A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't
Well, these
seem
guys may
right
not
to
have
me.
variety of outfits, but they look pretty good anyway. I mean,
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate.
Some gate guard you were!
A traitor right up to the end.
Go away.
Good riddance to bad rubbish,
I guess it's all over. I expected... I don't know what I expected.
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this?
A traitor
geez,
right
look
up
at
to
look
the
at
end.
Tari.
We
Wow,
should
she
have
looks
drawn
beautiful.
it out some more. He
She
deserved
almost
a
looks too
slower
perfect.
death.
All right, well, let's go chat with some people.
Not right now.
Okay. Fine, they don't want to talk.
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this?
Ah,
Need something?
let's talk to Atar. Nice face, by the way.
Hi, I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job.
It's not much to ask.
Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonian never would have set foot in this city if High King Torrig was still alive. I can tell you that. Keep your head about you.
All right, what's this problem you have?
I may have accidentally
sure
let a
I can
prisoner
fix it,
escape.
'cause I
The leader
suck.
of one of those bandit groups.
But, hey,
I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down
Oh.
and make sure he doesn't
you want me
show
to
up
kill a bandit
disprove
leader?
that.
Yeah, not likely at this
Good.
level.
I'll have a sack of coin
I
waiting
may have
for
to
you
tackle
when you
that
get
later
back.
when I can come back with some friends.
Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive.
All right, wow, the city looks really good, though. Let's go check out the shops.
Come in and shut the door. Why, hello. Here to buy? If you have to ask the price, you might be in the wrong store. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit
All right,
is
you have a
something of an
quest for
open
me. I know you
wound
do.
Where attire is concerned.
Now I'm gonna work. I know I shouldn't care about my
Nothing
outfit.
at all. It's very
And I really shouldn't
nice.
agree to wear your
If you
silly
want
clothes
something
to go
with
see a
little more
Jarl.
style, however, you should see what we
But,
have available.
yeah, I need money, and I need stuff to do. So, hey,
You're really
we're gonna
going
do
to
it.
the Blue Palace. That presents an opportunity.
If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl,
Oh,
I will
look.
not only pay
It's your
you,
even
but
ruder
let you keep
sister.
the outfit.
She's looking pretty okay too, actually. She's kind of old and angry, but hey, still looks pretty good.
Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raymond. Thank you for your patronage. Sister dear, could you try sewing
what
these sleeves a little
delight.
tighter? Another
Can't have a
charming
customer
customer.
because of your work.
Good. And while you're at it, perhaps you could sew your mouth shut when our fine customers are within earshot. Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business. It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying. Let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you.
Alright, what all are you guys selling? Ooh, looks like you got plenty of stuff here. That's good. You still have a really good inventory.
Finally.
Alright, it's Noster. Noster, are you going to give me your helmet quest?
Spare some gold for a
Ooh,
veteran?
you will. Not sure
Oh,
I can actually
thank
do it
you.
yet, but hey, we'll take
Divines
it.
bless your kind heart. I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things. Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks. Always good talking to you, friend.
Let's see, Gisli's
Welcome to
looking
the
pretty
center
good.
of the world.
Of course,
Or at
she's
least my
salty
brother
as ever.
Eric's world. We'll speak again later, if we must.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
Fresh fish, straight from the
That's
fjord.
generous.
You might want to
But I am
rethink
happy
that.
to pay my way.
You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities.
Ooh, look at the marketplace. That looks nice. Oh, there's a puppy. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, look at the priest robes. Those are kind of nice too.
The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well.
Fresh fish,
Iced wine for the
straight
working
from the
skeever.
fjords.
Actually, just a bottle for me today. I'm thinking of giving it to Vivian.
Oh, there's the missive board. That's new for me. Haven't played with that before. We have to take a look at that. Alright, here's the blacksmith. Let's see if he can help me to not suck as bad.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
What can I make, anyways? Not much. Great. Oh, but look, I can make a circlet from this helmet. Got the same armor on it. That's nice.
You don't see many people crafting with that these days. Impressive.
There's nothing quite like a good battle.
Well, I don't know if I like that for her. She looks pretty weird without a helmet. But that's kind of a nice option. Alright, let's go see the temple. I want to check out the new shrines and the frescoes because they sound like they're really quite pretty. Okay. Did that just crash? What's up with that? Well, let's load it up. Try again. Maybe that was a fluke. It does take a while to load up the game. I mean, I timed it. It's really only like 2 minutes, but it feels like a really, really long time. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Oh, great. When did I save last? Oh, man. All the way back at the city gates. Great. That's great. That's something I'm going to have to change. The guide had us turn off all the autosaves and the quick save. Every single save has to be a real one now. That actually really bothers me. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about that. All right. Flowers to pick.
Sorry, you need to go.
And let's see.
Go home and stay there until your mother.
You betrayed us!
Lock the city gate.
And, oh, here's another beggar.
Who are you?
Oh, no. No. What have I done? It's another long-winded conversation.
Already did that.
Oh. I just don't have the patience to go through all these dialogue options, hoping that he's either got something interesting to say or hoping that he's got a quest or something useful. Oh, Lord. Am I like the only person who does not find interesting NPCs to actually be interesting? I mean, I tried it once before and I hated it, actually. I swore I'd never use it again. But it's part of the guide, and I'm not sure I can just leave it out because of all the patches and everything that are put in place to make all these mods work together. I don't know, I just find almost all of the new NPCs that have added, at least the ones I've found so far, I find almost all of them to be really annoying and not at all immersive. They feel very different to me than the original game. Ugh, whatever. All right, let's just try the temple again.
Soon you will all see battle. What you do here today.
Nope. Crash. Big fat crash. Okay, something's definitely up. Something inside that temple is not playing nicely. Well, let's see. The only thing I know for sure is inside there are the new wrens, shrines, and the frescoes. So I had a quick look at those files, and they seem totally fine. But I went ahead and I turned them off. They're just textures, right? I went ahead and I turned them off, and now we'll see if this thing will load. All right, still crashing. So it's not the shrines or the frescoes. All right, turn those back on. Now I'm hunting for some logs to help me figure this out. I read a bunch of stuff. There seemed to be mixed message around whether or not you can use the papyrus logs. So I messed around with that for a while, but there's nothing writing to it. And it looks like there's a lot of misinformation on the internet about these papyrus logs. They are apparently not useful for investigating crashes. Now, I swear I did read somewhere about checking a log. But which log? Which log? Ugh. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm expecting this to magically be fixed somehow. Just going to try it one more time. Okay, fine. Alright, I'm good and annoyed at this point. This is not going at all the way I would hoped. This character's not going the way I hoped. This is not the way I wanted her to start out. Now my game's crashing. I don't know why. So I'm going to have to figure this out. Alright. spoiler. I don't know, it's not really a spoiler, but spoiler. I ended up figuring out what the problem was thanks to the extremely helpful people on the LOTD Plus Discord server. It was an NPC that had a head mesh conflict. And I ended up just trashing this whole beginning. And I'm going to restart Xarg to get her story going more like it's supposed to. So we're just going to chalk this whole thing up to practice and throw this one away. And so check out Xarg's real beginning in the next video, which hopefully I'll be able to make one and post it soon. And I don't know, I hope you found this ridiculous fail of a playthrough at least somewhat entertaining. I promise to do better for the real start of the series. I don't know how long of a series it's going to be. We're just going to take it, I guess, episode by episode and see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching this first fail, and hopefully next time we'll do better and we can get the series underway. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.